Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the After Hours Gaming League. This is your host, JW Schmo from Team Raytheon, and what a treat I have for you this week. I have been given the opportunity from myself to cast IBM versus Microsoft in week number 3 of the playoffs. And what a matchup we have in store for you today. Microsoft is up 1-0, where Light Brigade out-macroed his Terran opponent, VD's nuts, in an epic PvT matchup. And so, without further ado, I give you game number 2. In the bottom left-hand corner, playing for Microsoft as the red Protoss is TOPDECK. And you will notice that pretty much all of Microsoft's team is Protoss, except for Memcopy, who just happens to play Zerg. Because why not? And in the upper left-hand corner, playing for IBM as the blue Zerg is SHUSAKU. And it is May the 4th, and May the 4th be with you. Alright, so some history here. So TOPDECK, playing as the red Protoss, is currently 6-1 in season number 4. He's been playing Protoss since StarCraft first came out, before we even had Brood War. He works on the Windows Phone. It's very exciting for all the cool stuff they're doing. So ladies and gentlemen, here we have the Windows Phone as a Protoss player. So keep that in mind throughout this entire matchup, that this is the pinnacle of Windows Phoneness right here. You are looking at it, you see it here first on this channel. And his opponent, SHUSAKU, playing as a Zerg. He's in software development. He also likes to go rock climbing, and he plays Final Fantasy XIV. And apparently he can't play that right now because he is playing StarCraft. So unfortunately for SHUSAKU, he is stuck only handling a bio-based race instead of a single character who can level up and go hang out with other people in an MMO. So ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing some typical play here from both players. You do see on these larger maps like Alterzim, you do see Protoss go for the pylon and then immediately go for the Nexus. Why is that? Well, it's because it takes longer for Zerg to find their opponent, and then that is exactly the case right now. Zerg has no idea where his opponent is. He could be over here, he could be over here. He did just get scouted, so he's probably assuming that he is not in this bottom right-hand corner. So the key here for our Protoss player is to get that base up, get that Nexus up, and use its economic advantage to allow him to get a mid-game push. So maybe like an 8-gate, or oracles early on, right? It gives him. He really wants to take advantage of the additional minerals and the additional gas that being able to go that early of a Nexus allows for him. He is going for fairly standard single assimilator play here. So most likely not going for some tech cheese like oracles. I just said that and I'm reneging on it. I'm allowed to do that. I'm casting. What are the advantages of having control of the voice that is recorded on the video? So most likely going for, more maybe a force, defensive force here. Not going for too much of a tech cheese. Now the interesting thing from SHUSAKU here, or SHUSAKU here is, oh, and there it is. I was going to say, interesting he hasn't gotten his third yet, knowing what Protoss typically does on this map. You typically see Zerg very immediately go for that third to get that extra base advantage. Typically, rule of thumb, if Zerg has equal bases as a Protoss player, they're behind. And that seems counterintuitive, but Zerg it's much cheaper. It's 100 minerals cheaper for them to get this extra hatchery, right? And as a result, you want to take advantage of that fact and have that extra base up. Now, TOPDECK playing some shenanigans here. He's got a couple, he's got 4 gateways going down, he has 1 already, he's got 5 gateways, but he's hiding them. He's keeping them hidden. 6 gateways, excuse me, he will have 6 gateways when this is all said and done. 7 gateways. Ladies and gentlemen, what we are seeing here is an 8-gate all-in from our PlayOffs player. He knows that his opponent is gone for... Does he know? I don't know. I shouldn't say that. He doesn't know that his opponent is gone for a 3rd base and gone for the economy. TOPDECK is hitting his pylon in the middle of the map. That is very unlikely to be seen by Zerg. They're not going to cross scout like that, so that pylon is well placed to be able to give him a defensive spawn point for his units. This pylon here is there purely in order to give him a closer position, and SHUSAKU is now seeing this proxy pylon, and he must now know that something is up. We've got a Cybernetics Corp getting out a very quick warp gate play. We've got, oh, I'm losing count here. We're 6, 7, 8 it is. 8 warp gates, ladies and gentlemen, count it. And the Zealots are coming in right now. This is happening, ladies and gentlemen, live. Right here on YouTube. Zealots are everywhere, and SHUSAKU is going to be in the awkward position of having to counter an 8-gate all-in from his PlayOffs opponent. We have Stalkers on the map. We've got Zealots on the map. We have Queens being absolutely annihilated. He is in the main base of his Zerg opponent, and he's at the 3rd. He is going to be taking out both of those. Another Queen goes down. We're already looking at 600 resources lost from our Zerg player. A Roach not coming out. These Roaches are the answer. That's the only thing we really can do at this point, is go for the Roach. That 3rd base is going to be able to hold for the moment. However, right now the question is, can SHUSAKU survive the onslaught? We have pylons in the main base of the Zerg. Blue Zerg, he needs to take out these units. He needs to get those Roaches in there. We've got drones being pulled. These drones are vital to the survival of the Empire. Ladies and gentlemen, Zealots are in. More Zealots. There is no relief from this onslaught. Zealots everywhere. We've got Roaches trying to defend. One Stalker trying to get out. And it does look like, by some miracle, SHUSAKU is going to be able to hold off, at least for the time being. However, this is making our Zerg player extremely resource-starved for the moment. He's still having to push out units. Zerglings everywhere. Those Zerglings are going to be taken out by these Zealots right now. The Zealots eating up so much damage right now from the PlayOffs player. And now these Stalkers are going to be just absolutely causing devastation. More Roaches falling. Another Roach is going to fall. And now we're only down to simply Zerglings right now. These Stalkers are just trying to get away. But even now, I don't know if SHUSAKU is going to be able to hold on to it. He is going to get another Overlord kill right here. So many minerals going down right now. And really what it comes down to is if SHUSAKU can get up those Roaches. And he needs the Roaches at this point. That's what he's got to get. These Zerglings are going to get absolutely decimated by the Zealots. And these Stalkers can just run away from these Zerglings. And TOPDECK, unrelenting, completely unrelenting, going for another 8 Zealots. That's 7 actually, if I could count. Gonna be able to take out one of these Roaches here completely unprepared. SHUSAKU's gonna lose this 3rd. I don't see any. There's no doubt about it. This 3rd is gonna fall unless SHUSAKU can get some units. He's saving up right now. But another warp in for our PlayOffs player TOPDECK. He has 8 Stalkers, 8 Zealots. We've got 32 Zerglings and 4 Roaches. I don't think it's enough right now, ladies and gentlemen. SHUSAKU trying to get the surround set up. So what's going to happen here, basically the layout of this is he's going to try and let his PlayOffs player come right up into his main base, and he's going to try and get the surround and keep him trapped. SHUSAKU getting that Roach, that one power Roach right there, the scout. This is the linchpin right here. This guy is going to defend the entire base right there, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen it here first on AHGL. A little bit of a surround here, not happening exactly the way he wants it. Zerglings are coming in from behind, going to be able to engage those Stalkers. Is he going to be able to do it? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. So many Zerglings coming in, getting the surround on his opponent, but is it going to be enough? It does look like that surround is happening. That one power Zealot holding off the onslaught. However, these sockets are going to get surrounded and they're going to take them down with a vengeance by these Zerglings. And so now these Zealots for top deck are going to be holding the line here. SHUSAKU is going to have to engage at some point. He is now on equal footing base-wise with his Protoss player. He is going to wisely decide not to engage with those units. And now it does look like Zergling speed is going to be researched. It's going to finish up here shortly. That is key. However, Top Deck has made the transition. He is getting Mortals and he is getting Colossus. So these Zerglings are going to fall. They're not going to fall to that Immortal, but that Colossus is going to absolutely do work. And the other thing is that Top Deck is not getting supply block right now. Very effective, very good use. It does look like he is also going to expand to his third. So this is unprecedented. From a Zerg player, you do not ever want to be behind a base from your Protoss opponent. And I don't see how, I do not see how SHUSAKU is going to be able to pull out of this one. This is a nosedive that he is going to have to pull a miracle out of. Theoretically speaking, if he were to go, say, Swarm Post, maybe, he could start to get a push here on this base. They're very efficient economically. However, the detection is available for Top Deck. He is going to have Blink. He is going to have a Colossus. He's going to have a second Colossus. He's going to have extended thermal lance there. It does look like Top Deck is finally supply blocked. SHUSAKU very intelligently scouting out, trying to find any potential other engagement, any other pylons on the map. And now SHUSAKU just trying to put some pressure on his opponent, keep him contained while he gets another base up. A little bit of movement here. It does look like this is going to be the photon cannon of the century. A little bit of harassment here. It does look like, ooh, some nice force fields going down for Top Deck, pushing back his opponent. His opponent, SHUSAKU, really not much he can do at this point. Needs to be getting another base. He is so heavy on the minerals right now. So heavy on the minerals. That photon cannon is going to be the hero of the day. Colossus out of position, taking down those Zerglings' health to a very low amount. So ladies and gentlemen, it does look like SHUSAKU has stabilized. This game has stabilized. The Spire is going down. Very good decision here by SHUSAKU against a very ground-heavy force from his opponent. Now the question is, this looks like a timing attack from Top Deck. I know it isn't actually because we're at the 17-minute mark. However, he is unaware that his opponent is getting the Spire, but he is going to be in a very good position to prevent these units from engaging. SHUSAKU doesn't want to engage this time. Doesn't want to do it. But once he gets those Mutalisks, which is what I assume he's going for, he's going to be able to engage. The Blink, very effective here on these Roaches. They do not have Roach speed yet. I don't believe they do not. And so that is going to affect their ability to engage. Top Deck deciding right here, right now, he does not want to see it. Force fields going down. Going to shut down any attack by these Roaches. Trying to get a little bit of a surround here. He is going to be able to take out more of these units. SHUSAKU not managing this the best here. Overlords are going to go down. A cancel going down. And once again, now SHUSAKU is down by a full base. Mutalisks on the play, but now there's so many Stalkers. I'm not sure that there's going to be enough Mutalisks. This is the engagement right here, ladies and gentlemen. You're seeing it here first live on AHGL on YouTube. And ladies and gentlemen, Microsoft is going to take game number 2 between Microsoft and IBM. SHUSAKU giving the GG after 18 minutes of grueling microing and base defense. Thank you for watching. This is JW Schmo, your host from Team Raytheon.